Hello everyone, welcome to Tier 2 here at Brazil. We have just finished Tier 4 and what a thrilling race that was. Now on to Tier 2. We have a new face on the grid today with Sammy Jansen joining. He's usually driving in Tier 1. Let's see how we can perform in Tier 2 today. We gave him a challenge because he is usually one of our back markers in Tier 1. So we're going to see how he does in Tier 2 today. And it looks like a dry session. We're currently in round 13 of the championship standings, with having 2 races left after this one. Currently Tom H is leading at the championship standings by 24 points ahead of Arjun. So we're going to have a great battle between these two. Gomez Janta, the teammate of the Ferrari driver Tom H, is sitting in P3 at the moment. Of course, the constructor championship has been already decided by the Ferrari team. Almost 200 points ahead, so we're going to see how the guys will pay out. Arjun is going to start his lap on the mediums, and so is Rocky. And so is Cole, and Rocky is going to be the first one to set a valid lap. So we're going to stay on board with the McLaren driver. Oh, already have a little bit of a moment out of the Senna S's. Rocky currently in P14 in the championship standings, with having 1 podium. So he has a lot of bad luck this season. But now he needs to get some good points. Has a good exit. Now onto the main straight. Where can Rocky end up on those medium tire compound? He is going to set a 191. And Tom H is going to cross the line with a 175. 1.5 seconds away from Rocky. Owen invalidated, so did Sharif, and Cole on the mediums is in P2. Only 1 second away from Tom H, the current championship leader. And Nathaniel into P2, 74 hundredths away. And we're going to have some close battles on track, with Gomez going first now, and Norge Federico into P4. And Jimo, Sammy are flying, but Sammy is attacking those corners. Let's see how Sammy can do on his debut in this tier. Sammy Jansen will go to a P4 at this moment. There will be definitely a challenge for him against the Tier 2 drivers. And Farico Toxic has just managed to put himself into P3. And let's have a look at G Mohini Mohini is closing in. Mohini is closing in, but a 182 at the moment. And Neuropirate is starting his hot lap. He is currently not having a valid lap yet. He's a bit struggling around these corners. Freaka Tuxting is backing off, that's good to see. Where will Neuropirate end up? He has a 51.5. He runs wide a bit, and that will not be a good lap, as I assume. .189 on the soft tires. And Arjun is on the mediums. He is improving, but he's running wide now. He's the only driver on the medium tires at this moment. He's probably going to dive in the pits. Yes, he is. And again, both Ferraris are in the top two. The front row lockout again from the Ferrari team. But Owen Towler is just starting his hot lap. He can be very quick on the qualifying lap, so we'll see about that, how he goes. He's really attacking those corners really nicely. Owen Towler, where can you end up? Oh, you have to take the inside line there. But he's putting a purple sector 2, a 57 in sector 2. That's a good lap from Owen so far. Where can he end up? 173, and that's a provisional pole position for Owen. What a lap, and what a great performance from him so far. But Tom H is starting his hot lap now. No, he's not starting his hot lap. He has just started his hot lap and just finished it. And Sammy is going for another run on those soft tires. He is already 110 up. Sammy's looking very good so far. He's really attacking those corners nicely. So we'll see how we end up. Stay on the inside of the curb. That's one of the tips I'm going to give you. And Sammy goes to a 57 as well. And he can pick up a slipstream from Cole Baseball. Take the inside now. And you will have a good tow. Sammy Jansen into P2, a 173 as well. A good lap from him. And improved. And Gmo is also improving. And he's already 3/10 up on his usual time. And a good last sector, good exit from there. Where will we end up? 178, 4 tenths up, and into P8 goes Gmo. And Arjun is now going to... Arjun is just backing off on his lap. And brother Adam is now on the medium tire compound. He is improving by 2 tenths with a 187 currently. Really close grid again. Look at this. Brazil is a really tough circuit. And Gomez Janta, where can he end up? Will he be the first one into the 1.6s? No! He is improving by just a tenth. A 1.74. Federico Toxic is 4 tenths up in sector 2. Will Federico Toxic be able to get a provisional pole spot? Federico Toxic now going to cross the line with a 1.72, and that's a provisional pole position for him. What a lap by Federico. Will there be a driver to snatch the benchmark of a 1.6? In tier 1 we will see a 1.6 for sure, but hopefully in tier 2 someone can put himself up on the grid as well. Arjun improved himself to P9 at the moment. And Neuro Pirate is going for another run as well. Oh, but he's just backing off with Cole Baseball on a flying lap. So we're going to stay on board with Cole. Cole can be really quick, we all know that. He has some struggles on the consistency, but he's currently not sure how he's doing. He's doing a 31 hundredths on his time, but he is going in the pits to prepare himself for another lap. And so is Arjun. He will probably go for another lap as well. And Rocky is probably the only driver on a flying lap. He is 6 tenths up in sector 1. But will it be enough for sector 2 as well? He did his previous time on the medium tire. So we're going to stay on board with Rocky. What can he do? Rocky going for 1.4 seconds up on his time and gets a good exit now. Rocky, what can Rocky do? He is improving a lot of time compared to his previous one. And Rocky goes 6 fastest, 2 tenths away from the leader, Federico Toxic. And I think this was his last lap, because I don't think he will be able to make it. And our current championship leader, Tom H, is warming up his tires and preparing himself for another lap. Well, Gmo is already on his hot lap, but he's backing off already. Not happy about his lap, so we're going to stay on board with the current championship leader, Tom H. Oh, invalidation for him. Unfortunate. And Sammy is going for another lap. He's currently having a purple sector 1. Sammy Jansen. Will he show us all why he is a tier 1 driver? He is struggling to keep up with the pace on tier 1. So let's see if he can improve. He is currently 37 thousandths up on his usual time. A little bit of oversteer out of that corner. Now he needs to stay close on. Let's see, Sammy Jansen. What can Sammy do? No improvement for him. And Owen is improving. Yeah. Owen is 110 up. Owen is looking very good at the moment. Rocky is improving to a 172 as well. But Owen is going to grab that pole position away. 172 for Owen. 172.02 for Owen. So the provisional pole goes to him. But Tom H, let's see what he can do. Tom H is currently 1.5 10 up. And he gets a toe from the guys in front. Will this help him out? Let's have a good look. Tom H. Tom H is going third fastest. 172 as well. Arjun starting his hot lap. And so is Gomez. So we're going to stay on board with Gomez Janta. Gomez Janta, 3/10 up. So he is currently looking very, very good. Gomez Janta. Gomez Janta going to cross the line in a few seconds of time. He is going to a 169. He breaks the 7's mark to a 169. And what a lap from Gomez. Will Frico Toxic be able to challenge him? Oh, invalidation. And Sammy has just retired from the session. And now it's all about Arjun, who has invalidated as well. And Nathaniel didn't invalidate his lap, so we're going to see how he can end up. Nathaniel, will he be able to improve? Yes, he can to P5. And Cole is not improving, so is Norge. And Sharif is still on a lap. So again, Gomez Janta is going to grab that pole position with 2/10 away from the rest of the field. Oh! Sharif in the wall. And Sharif just retired from the session. And Arjun is still on a flyer. But he invalidated again. Big hopes for the championship battle, because Tom H is starting in P4 and Arjun is starting in P8. So Arjun is still right behind him, but Tom H is not at the front row. So interesting how it will be at the race, with Gomez Janta the only driver being in the 1/6s. Amazing performance from the Ferrari driver. So this was our qualifying session for today, boys, with Gomez having an excellent qualifying performance. The only driver into the 1/6s. Great performance from him, with Owen in P2, Farico Toxic in P4, P3, Tom H in P4, Nathaniel Perrin into P5, Rocky into P6, Sammy into P7, Arjun into P8, Jimo Hinny into P9, Cole Baseball into P10, and Norge, Sharif, Brother Adam and Nero in outside of the top 10. It's looking like a dry session so far, but Sammy has just told me that there will be rain at the end. So the formation lap is on. We have Gomez Janta currently leading the pack. With Owen Towler into P2, Farico Toxic into P3. Really nice grid, to be honest. The championship contenders are not in the top 3. Rocky is in P6, Sammy in P7, splitting both McLarens. Gmo into P9, Cole into P10, and let's have a look at the position changes. No position change, of course, because we're on the formation lap, but the tire situations, only one driver starting on the medium tire compound. And I think that's a smart choice. Both Aston Martins are outside the points, but they're looking to have a good go on the start of this race because they are on the fresh shafts. So everybody is lining up now, and we're waiting for Neuropower to close the grid. And everybody is now on their starting positions. And we are almost away with 5 red lights going off now. We are away and off we go. We have a good start from Gomez Janta with Owen Towler and Farico Toxic already overtaking him. And we have a good battle between these two. And Farico Toxic takes over P2. And we have already Sammy spun around. Sharif is into P13. And Farico Toxic already overtaking Owen Towler, and Tom H is still into P4. Nathaniel is in P5, Rocky in P6, and Arjun is right behind in P7. Now, oh, Nathaniel runs wide. That will allow Rocky to get an overtake. Done on him. On the outside now, side by side battle. Oh, Arjun is losing a lot of grip there. And Cole is round as well. Now Rocky is still right behind Nathaniel. Rocky has a good exit. He picks up a really close slipstream to Nathaniel. Let's have a look at the battle between these two. Rocky, can he get the move done on Nathaniel? He is looking to have a go on the outside now. Side by side into turn 1. But Rocky is taking different lines. He's braking earlier to get a better exit out of the Senna S's. But now he's all over G. Mohini, who's on the inside now. G. Mohini is on the inside now, and Rocky gets pushed wide a little bit. But Gmo gets the move done. And what a crazy overtake and great teamwork from the AlphaTauri team. And Cole Baseball is in the wall. No, he just retired in the pits. I'm not sure why. And look at Rocky. Rocky is gaining and gaining, with both McLarens hunting down the AlphaTauri team. Gomez Genta sets the fastest lap, but Farico Toxic is still right behind him. And Nathaniel is closing in to Tom H. Oh, they really need to be aware of Cole Baseball, who just retired on the track. But look at Farico Toxic. He is really close to Gomez Genta. Oh, a little bit wide there, but still kept it on track and within the track limits. Farico Toxic is looking to have some excellent pace around the Interlagos circuit. Now the DRS has been enabled, but I don't think Farico Toxic is gonna be close enough. But he is closing in, and that's what matters. Just stay right behind, taking the same lines as Gomez. And you will have a go on him on the next straight. And he's going to make a move on the inside. Farico Toxic takes over the lead of this Grand Prix. What a move by Farico Toxic. Great calculating move by him. And now Owen is coming for Gomez as well. Gomez is struggling on the tires, as it seems. And Tom H is close behind as well, and so is Nathaniel. Arjun is getting past Gmo and Rocky. And now it's all up to Rocky to get past Gmo as well. And we are having a lot of great battles on track so far. But let's have a look at the front. Gomez Genta is really close to Farico Toxic. He has a good exit, but as Farico Toxic has a lot of straight line speed. And you can see that, so he can defend from that, as Gomez is running a downforce setup, which is of course needed on this track. But Farico has an excellent setup to be good in the corners and also be good on the straights, so really confident from him. And Tom H is closing in to Owen as well. So we are having a great battle between the top 5. And behind the top 5 we have Gmo really under pressure now from Arjun. Gmo has made the move on Arjun, but Arjun is really looking to make a move on him now with the DRS enabled. And now even before the corner he gets the move done. And Arjun moves back to P6. And Arjun really needs to open his hunt to Tom H. But can Jimo have a go on Arjun? Arjun really defending for his life. And Owen is really close to Gomez. Gomez is really struggling with the tire temperatures. And I think a lot of drivers are, because the tire temperatures on this track are just insane. But Gomez has a good exit now. Will he be close enough to make a move on Farico Toxic? He has the DRS and the ERS, but the ERS is not enabled. He's just closing in to Farico Toxic. Farico Toxic currently leading, but look at Owen. He is really having a good exit. And will that allow Owen Towler to make a move? No, he's not close enough. It's a little bit of a DRS strain here. Oh, Gomez a little bit of oversteer out of that corner. But really close racing from everyone. And Rocky and Jimo are... The battle between P6 to P8 are still continuing. Let's have a look at if Rocky can make the overtake on Jimo Hini. He's looking. Jimo runs a bit wide. Now Rocky, can he close in? Oh, a good exit from Rocky. Now we go back to the front runners. Gomez Janta is going to have a look on the inside of Farico Toxic, but he's backing off. And now Owen Towler is all over him, because Owen Towler has a great exit. And now Gomez needs to defend from him. He's showing himself to have excellent pace. Oh, what's happening? Neuropirate and Brother Adam are having a battle. But let's have a look at the front. The front is so close between P1 and P5. Really nice race so far from everyone. Very clean driving. With Nathaniel closing in. Arjun is pulling a small gap. Gomez is in the pits already. Into lap 9. Which strategy is he choosing? We're going to follow him. Oh, he's going for another set of softs. So Gomez is going for a two-stop strategy. He's going for the attacking strategy. Interesting call from Gomez Janta, the current pole sitter. And we have a great battle between Jimo Hini and both McLarens. Look at how close they are. Really great driving from... Oh, Rocky's on the inside now. Really tough moment to overtake him there, but he is still closing in. Rocky's on the inside. Jimo running a bit wide, but he is still in front. Wow, what a battle between the McLarens and the AlphaTauri of Jimo Hini. And there's Arjun in the pit, and that will allow Rocky to make the overtake. Let's have a look at the battle between these two. Jimo and Rocky are having a great battle. Rocky gets the overtake done. Jimo going for the switchback. He picks up the DRS now, and that will allow Jimo to make the re-overtake now. Jimo on the inside and gets the move done even before the corner. What a move by Jimo Hini. Gmoini calculated this one. And let's head back to the front runners. Owen is now currently leading, so he made an overtake on Farico Toxic. Really sad. I was really distracted by the battle between the McLaren and the AlphaTauri. But Farico Toxic is getting passed by Owen Towler. So let's see where the others can end up. Oh, Farico Toxic is diving in the pits as well. So let's see what tire strategy he will choose. Nathaniel is going to follow him. Medium tires for Farico Toxic, medium tires for Nathaniel Perrin. Gomez Genta goes fastest on those soft tires and is really close behind Neuro Pirate. And Gomez is flying on those tires. And he's right behind Neuro. But well, he definitely wants to get past real quick. Because he has the advantage on the tires. Gomez is really quick around this track. Sammy is closing in as well. And Owen is in the pits as well, also on a fresh set of mediums. The leader of the race is going to pit for some fresh medium tires and is coming in front of Farico Toxic and right behind Tom H. Tom H is pitted for the soft tire compound, so everyone is going for a two-stop strategy, a very attacking strategy. You can see the difference between tier 4 and tier 2, that they need to make a two-stop strategy work because the tires are degrading a lot. And Tom H has a good exit now, side by side with Sammy. Not side by side, but he's picking up the slipstream and the DRS. But Sammy has a slipstream as well. And that will allow Sammy to go on the outside now. Oh, what a move! Sammy on the outside of Neuroparrot. But Neuroparrot is still there. Oh, no! A little bit of wheel banging between Sammy and Neuroparrot. And Tom H on the... Oh, Tom! Sector 1 and Sector 3 is yellow now. But Tom H... Oh! Tom H! And Farico Toxic has spun! No! And Sammy has just... is going to be very happy about this. But Owen is right behind him, having a 3-second time penalty. Nathaniel is right behind him as well. And now Owen is on the fresher tire, so he's going to make the move. And Sammy is just backing off on this fight. And now Nathaniel is going to be attacking Sammy Jansen. Sammy Jansen is covering the inside now. We're fighting for a track position, so he is allowed to do that. And Nathaniel's on the inside now, side by side with Sammy. He has the Nathaniel. That's just not a great place to overtake him. You should know better. But I don't mind because he's a racer and we all love to see some great battles. 14 laps away. And Gomez Janta is again leading this Grand Prix with having no penalties. Brother Adam is into P2. Owen Towler into P3. Sammy Jansen is diving in the pits now. Which tire is he choosing? Interesting strategy from Sammy. Let's have a look at that. Because the medium runners need to make another pit stop. Sammy is switching to the hard, so Sammy is going for the one stop. And so is Norge Federico. Oh, stay away from the walls. Let's have a look at a close battle. Federico Toxic is closing in to Tom H. And that's really interesting because Federico Toxic is on the medium tire and Tom H is on the softs. There was a little bit of contact between these two. We all know that Tom H has a comfortable lead, but Arjun is on the medium tires as well, and we have Brother Adam now in the pits, definitely going for a one-stop strategy. If you can run, yes, of course he can. If you can run 15 laps on the soft tires, you can definitely go for the soft medium strategy. And gaps are beginning to form. And we have a battle between both Aston Martins. And Sammy is closing in. Nora Barrett, Sharif is covering the inside now. But we have a great battle between these two. Nora Barrett is on 15 lap old softs, but is still quicker than Sharif at this stage of the race. And Sammy is closing in now. Sammy is now into P11. And Nora Barrett is diving in the pits. And we have a lot of gaps beginning to form now. Our current leader is now Gomez Jante. He is really looking good on those soft tire compound. He is having a 4.4 gap to Owen, and Owen having a confident lead to Nathaniel, but Gomez needs to make another pit stop. So at the moment we have a gap between all the drivers who are usually very close, but Arjun is closing in to Nathaniel. So we're going to stay on board with one of the championship contenders, Arjun, to close in on Nathaniel Perrin. Can he be close enough to pick up the DRS on Nathaniel? He needs to have a good exit now. He has a good exit. And he picks up the DRS clipping point. So Arjun is closing in now to Nathaniel. Will he be able to make a move in the first couple of laps? He's choosing the inside line while Nathaniel is choosing the outside line. An interesting strategy. I think the outside line is a little bit better on the tires, but still Arjun is not minding about his tires. He just wants an overtake on Nathaniel. He wants to grab that podium to get closer to Tom H. He has been given instructions to Tom H, to Rocky, to keep Tom H behind him. Now Arjun is 6 tenths away from Nathaniel. He will be definitely closing in now on the main straight with the DRS has been opened for him. Going to under 4 tenths. And now Arjun needs to have a good exit on Nathaniel. And he has 4 tenths, 3 tenths. Now slipstream DRS. Yes, he hasn't been enabled. Will we get a move from Arjun on the inside? Yes, we have a battle and a great move from Arjun, but they're going side by side after turn 3. And Nathaniel's still there. Oh, yeah. Unfortunate for Nathaniel. He spins round. And Arjun is still in P3. A really tight track, to be honest, because you can't really overtake in those tight corners. You really need to be cautious. And did Rocky and Arjun make the right choice on the strategy, going for the soft, medium, soft strategy? Because Gomez is losing time to Owen and Arjun is closing in. And Tom H is already in the pits, going for the medium strat. And brother Adam is on the mediums as well, and even jumping Tom H. So Tom H really needs to make up some positions, with even Sammy picking up his first penalty. Needs to get past as well. And Sammy is not an easy driver to pass with the pace he has. And we are in... Oh, it's our leader of the race, Gomez Janta, into the pits now. He is definitely going for a medium stop as well. Yes, he is. And now we're having Owen Towler on the lead, with Arjun being second and Rocky into P3. But now it's the question, will they go to the end? I don't think they will, but if they will, they have a good gap. Let's have a look. Gomez Janta is 14.7 seconds behind. No penalties for him. It's gonna be very interesting till the last lap if they're going for some fresh soft tires. Because if they go to the end, it's gonna be Gomez, who needs to win 1 second a lap compared to Owen at least. But he has the slipstream now on Nathaniel and the DRS, so if Gomez can have a good exit, and he's closing in really quickly on Nathaniel Perrin and already make the move even before the corner, so easy overtake by Gomez. Really solid job from him. He runs in P5 now and gets already a second, more than a second a lap. So Gomez is really looking to close the gap on the guys in front of him. He has a lot of grip. And Federico Toxic and all the guys in front of him needs to make a pit stop on the soft tires. But they're waiting. Gomez Santa sets the fastest lap at the moment. 192. He's really on a charge. Tom H doesn't have a penalty at the moment. And Gomez Genta is really close to Federico Toxic now. Federico Toxic is on 12 lap old mediums. So he's losing a lot of time now. So Gomez Genta's race pace is a lot quicker than Federico Toxic. Let's have a look at Gomez Genta, who is really closing in to Federico Toxic now. He has the slipstream and the DRS. Now, close enough, yes he is. 2 tenths, 3 tenths, and that will be enough for an overtake into turn 1, and yes he did. No hard feelings from Federico Toxic, as Gomez was just quicker than him. And he moves up to P4. And the teammate of Gomez is right behind brother Adam. The championship leader needs to grab some good points, but he knows the guys in front needs to make another pit stop. What a move. Really nice move by Tom H. Really nice move by Tom H. I was just being silenced to just enjoy that moment of steering from him. Good job by Tom H to make a very clean move. And he's 11 seconds behind Federico Toxic. So Tom H can actually do something good there, with Gomez only being 4 seconds away from the top. And I think it's time for one of the McLaren boys to pit. Or will they go till the end? I think they will go till the end with these tires. Hopefully there will not be any punctures. A few gaps has been, and now Gomez Janta is closing in, but just only by a few tenths per lap. So where will he end up compared to Rocky? Now Arjun can do something very good. Oh, it's Owen in the pits now. Arjun is continuing, Rocky is continuing, and Owen is going to switch to the soft tire compound. A very daring move from him to give up the lead and go to the soft tire compound. And Arjun is now in the lead. And Owen still in P5 though. Nathaniel has pitted as well for the fresh soft tires. But Owen just wants to get the fastest lap for sure. And Gomez is still 3.5 seconds away from Rocky. But he is on a fresher tire. But will there be a McLaren 1-2, boys? That will be insane, to be honest, because if they can, this is just outraging if they can manage to. They're continuing on their medium stint, so I think they will go till the end on this tire. Hopefully it will be enough for them to get the win and the 1-2 probably. Oh, Rocky has a moment that will allow Gomez to close in. Yes, it is. Gomez is on the quicker tire at the moment with Furico Toxic closing in. But Furico Toxic is going to be till the end as well. With Sammy being hunted by Nathaniel Perrin. Oh, Sammy, oh, on the inside now, Nathaniel. But Sammy closes the outside and Nathaniel has the advantage on the tires. Look at that. And Sammy is just taking the outside line and keeps space from Nathaniel, which is good racing spirit. What a battle between these two. Great racing. That's how we want to see that. Giving each other space. That's how we want to see that. Great driving from both Nathaniel and Sammy. Owen Toller sets the fastest lap and gets the overtake done on Furico Toxic. And now Owen Towler is on a mission in the last 6 laps. And let's have a look at the tires of Arjun. The tires of Arjun are looking pretty good actually. No, not a lot of degrading. And let's have a look at the back tires. They're pretty good as well. So Arjun is feeling very confident on those medium tire compound. Really great to see how we can save those tires till the end. But Owen is really chasing down Gomez Janta. Furico Toxic is closing into, not really closing into Furico Toxic, but Tom H is not closing in as well, so this could be a very good win for Arjun if he can manage to take it to the end. A really great job by Arjun for managing his tires so good till the end. And the position changes are Arjun winning 7 positions compared to Rocky winning 4 positions, Brother Adam winning 6. Wow, just amazing. So the 2-stop strategy is not going to be the strategy to be on as it stands. It's going to be a 1-2 for McLaren, but Gomez has the quicker tire and is only 2.2 seconds behind, really low on the ERS deployment. So we're going to stay on board with Nathaniel Perrin. He is closing in to Brother Adam, picking up the DRS now. Can he make a move into turn 1? He is definitely going to make a move on the outside now. Having a look on Brother Adam, and he's already passed in the corner. So a great job by Nathaniel Perrin on those fresh off tires. He gets moved on, but Brother Adam is coming back with a DRS. And will this be enough for an overtake? No, this will not. Oh, Brother Adam runs wide on those old soft tires. Mediums, sorry. Medium tires, 15 lap old. That's not gonna be a competitive tire against the tire of Nathaniel. And Owen is really closing in to Gomez Janta. Will there be some fireworks at the end of the race here? Gomez Janta is closing in to Rocky. Rocky is closing in to Arjun. Owen is closing in to Gomez Janta. What a race. Will there be fireworks at the final laps of this race? We're going to find out, with Gomez Janta winning 2/10 in sector 1 compared to Rocky, with Owen Towler winning 4/10 compared to Gomez in sector 1. So we're going to have a great battle to the end, with 4 laps remaining. I mean 3.5. Gomez Janta now 1.3 seconds away from Rocky, and Owen Towler within a second of Gomez. What can Owen Towler do? He did the alternate strategy compared to the Ferrari drivers, who has gone to a soft medium, soft medium strategy. But there will be DRS train ongoing. The McLarens are struggling really much, but Owen Towler is closing in to Gomez. And Neuropirate is being lapped. And Rocky is gonna defend for his life. Arjun taking those tires 23 lap olds is just freaking amazing, to be fair. Gomez Janta is closing into Rocky now, but Rocky is just letting Neuropirate pass to pick up the DRS. What a battle. Owen Towler is closing in to Gomez Janta. Will there be a move? Oh, there's a little bit of rain incoming, but it's only raining now, so not a lot of crazy things ongoing now. We have 2 laps remaining, with Gomez Janta really pushing to the limits. He knows that the guys in front are on the old mediums, with Owen Towler on the fresh off tire. He is closing in as well. but Rocky wants to defend for his teammate and the McLaren team, who are currently running a 1-2, but Rocky's really struggling. I'm not sure if they can keep it for the last lap. Yes, they probably can, because Gomez Janta is, and Arjun is just slowing down to give Rocky a DRS, which is really good teamwork. What a teamwork. And Owen Towler now goes on the inside now of Gomez Janta. Will there be a move? There will be a move side by side now. Owen Towler gets the move done. What a move. And that will allow Owen Towler to be in P3 on the grid, but not in the standings. Oh, Rocky gets a 3-second time penalty. Oh, this is going to be very unfortunate for him. There goes the 1-2 for the McLaren team. And Tom H gets to move on. Rico Toxic had a moment, but we're going to stay on board with the current leader of this race, Arjun. He is probably going to win this one if he doesn't get a puncture. It's getting wetter and wetter, but he will keep it till the end, I'm for sure. Oh, Rocky sliding all over the place. Oh, Arjun is sliding over the place. No, will there be an overtaking? No, what's going to happen? Oh, what's going to happen? Yeah, it's going to be Arjun winning this race. Gomez Janta into P2, Rocky into P3, Owen into P4. Wow, Tom H into P5 probably. Brother Adam is going to grab a P6. What a drive from him. Sammy Jansen into P7 on a great debut in the Tier 2 Championship. Federico Toxic is in P8. Nathaniel in P9. Norge Federico is in P10. Sharif and Neuro Pirate are into P11 and P12. So what a thrilling race this was, and I really want to thank you all for watching this race, because this was just thrilling. Well, this was a very exciting race with the Arjun winning the race, and this is going to be very happy for him for taking this win, because he is currently challenging Tom H for the championship standings. Arjun taking the win, Gomez into second, Rocky into third, double podium for the McLaren boys. Owen into P4, Tom H into P5, Brother Adam into P6, Sammy into 7, Nathaniel into 8, Federico Toxic in 9, Norge Federico in 10, and the rest of the grid have just not finished within the top 10. I want to thank you for watching. I'm really looking forward to the next race. I won't be commentating because I'm not there next weekend, but after that one we're going to have a smashing final. See you later.